Okay everybody, I'm Michael Fortenbaugh, Commodore of the Manhattan Yacht Club, and we're going to demonstrate how you lower a J24 mast with a gin pole. I'm sitting here and I'm assisted by Steve and Jay, and Sean is taking the video. There's some members watching, but it's been the decommissioning ceremony today, and we've taken down 17 masts already. This is going to be our final one. And the way you do it is you use a gin pole. This pole up here is a gin pole. It's a light piece of aluminum. I'll show you. I just drop it down like this, and then what you do is you're going to raise it up. You keep it in this upright position. And if you keep it straight like this, it's really easy to move around. If you let it tilt on the side, it's really hard. And the other thing about the gin pole is you always keep the bottom on the ground, so I can keep it in place, keep it straight up and down with one arm. And when I raise it, I stretch my arms out so they're spaced, so I can move the gin pole back and forth like this. Okay, so that's the start of our procedure. And what's going to happen is Jay's going to put the gin pole on the boat, and Steve's going to show you how to hook up the lines. Okay, thanks. Okay, Jay's going to demonstrate by getting up on the boat first, holding the gin pole in place himself, no one else touching. Sean's going to stay back a little bit. Okay, now Jay lifts it up and onto the boat and puts it right down over top. Okay, so that's our first goal. Okay, so now that Sean's taken over the gin pole, Jay starts with the red line, and he brings the red line, which is the new forestay, and he clips it on where the J24 Genoa goes. So that's the forestay for the gin pole. Goes all the way up on the top. Next up, after the red lines, are getting the two side stays set, and the side stays are green, and Jay's sorting out the side stays to make sure that they're clean and nothing's tangled up. And he's going to bring them down here. And the side stays are going to go down into the spinnaker twing fitting. Now this is a little complicated. They go through once. And then it's going to go back up to the pulley. And then down again. So it's 2 to 1 here. If you're having problems, you lean it over a little more there. Okay, you got to make sure that these are in the cleats. If they're not in the cleats, you could lose your mast. Okay, this is the second side. Again, it goes down through the eye, goes back up to the pulley, and back down again. These take a little time. This is the hardest part of the gin pole operation. Okay, so Jay's going to get that through in just a second. So this is the back stay, and this is the most important part. You'll come back here and you'll see the first is I go around the upright of the pulpit, see? And that's so that the line can't move from side to side. After going around the upright, I go through this eye, and I go back around. Now I go around the regular stanchion part, and I come back up here through the eye again. Okay, now watch what happens. I got 2 to 1 purchase, so I can really crank down on it tight, a lot of pressure, and then I'm just going to put a simple half hitch here. And the reason I do it like that is because I can take it out. Watch this, I'm going to take it out in just a second. At the end of the day, I take it out so quickly. I'm going to put that back in, a simple half hitch right there. And you got to get this, it's got to be drum tight. Okay. After you get the backstay on, you got to tighten the side stays one more time. This is really important because if you don't tighten them again, your mast will be in trouble. Okay, while we were back doing the backstay, Jay was putting the safety lines. There's a safety line, a green safety line on each side, and it goes down around the stanchion and then back to a trucker's hitch and then ties off. That's a safety line in case the pole gets a little wonky, it won't kick out on you. Okay, so we got some part of the mast chocks out of it downstairs. It's already free. The boards are out of the way, so we can pick it up. And now for rolls, you got the stronger guy, and he's going to pick the mast up. So I got Jay over here, he's going to pick the mast up with the blue line, and it's on a 6-to-1 purchase. And I'm the more flexible guy, so what I'm going to do is I grab the bottom of the mast. And to get the mast free, I'm going to shake the mast real quickly, and Jay will have pressure, and that will shake the bolts out of the bottom. And then he's just going to lift it all the way up to the top. And while he does that, I'm going to get the mast out of the mast step, and then I'm going to walk the mast forward. And once we get it forward, he's going to lower it down. One more safety item. It's only a 2-person job. Don't let anybody else get on the boat, because if they're on the boat, they could rock the boat back and forth. Somebody thinks they're going to help and they jump on the boat, and it just turns the boat and makes everything go out of control. 2-person, Jay and myself. If the boat starts leaning one side or the other, you just come into the center of the boat. And when I drop the mast, again, only 2-person, everybody else should stay away for safety. Here we go. Go ahead, Jay. Okay, I slide the mast forward. Okay, go down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we did it. That was a little more exciting than normal, but glad we got it down. Okay, see you all soon. Okay, well, that's Mast Dropping 101. Thanks a lot, Jay. Do you have any advice for new people getting into this? What do they need to know?
Watch out for electric lines, wear gloves, go slow.
And a lot of times people forget to undo the forestay or the backstay. If ever you have a lot of pressure on the sail, what do you just stop, right?
Yeah, just look around before you do it. Make sure nothing's attached. And if it's not coming up, then stop.
And you think it's something that a new person could do in the sport? It probably takes a few years of experience, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's tough.
You got to work your way up to this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks everybody.